Hey Phil, it's been 10 years since we started Laugh Again.
You're right. And 10 years since the invisible man married the invisible woman. And their kids are nothing to look at either. I cannot believe it, but it's true. Ramona and I are celebrating 40 years of marriage. 40 in a row. I know you expect me to cue all the standard marriage jokes at this point, but where do you start? 40 of the best years of my wife's life? Well, I'll tell you, 2 nuclear technicians got married. The bride was radiant and the groom was glowing. Bad. Phyllis Diller advised, marry a man your own age. As your beauty fades, so will his eyesight. Whether or not you're married, and no matter how long you've been at this little thing called love, I hope you'll be inspired by 40 reasons we've been married for 40 years. Ready? Here we go. See if I can get all 40 in. If not, we're going to complete the list the next time. Number 1, we never checked our phones during dates. Rotary phones were too clunky to bring along anyway. Twice I have said, you're right, we should have turned back there. We learned to lower our expectations. I think that's number 3. Ramona once told me all I was really hoping for was a husband who knows how to set a mousetrap. And she's right, I can do that. I lost the finger once, but I'm pretty good at that, I really am. Somehow I married a girl who loved Jesus more than she loved me. We've experienced some storms, but we've had a go-to shelter. We love each other often. Every once in a while. We love each other when we don't feel like it. We love each other enough to not say everything we're thinking. Important point. Sometimes I wake up and think, what can I do today to make her glad she married me? She mostly likes what I like, except for golf and hockey and banana peppers and movies with 2-hour car chases. We go looking for the good in each other and we always find it. Usually, we avoid the temptation to compare our relationship with the relationships of others. I finally learned to start telling her what I did that day. It didn't kill me. We say, I love you, honey, every single day. Eventually, I started listening to that little voice that says, ask forgiveness. We didn't have sex before marriage. Trust me, we have more than made up for it ever since. Can I say that? No phones at mealtime, unless the grandkids call. And about 18 years ago, I finally learned to put her first. Sometimes I say sweet things like, let's go buy you some chocolate. We don't let the sun go down on our wrath. We stay up and fight. We read together, from my books, of course. We have time traveled and world hopped together through books, missionary biographies, James Herriot stories, thrillers, and World War II stories. Ramona just read these words to me from Billy Graham's wife, Ruth. Listen to this. It is a foolish woman who expects her husband to be to her that which only Jesus Christ himself can be. Always ready to forgive, totally understanding, unendingly patient, invariably tender and loving, unfailing in every area, anticipating every need, and making more than adequate provision. Such expectations put a man under an impossible strain. The same goes for a man who expects too much from his wife. Well, that was number 19. My time's almost gone. Just one more, and I promise I'll give you 20 more reasons we've been married 40 years on a future episode of Laugh Again TV. Number 20, God's grace. By His grace, we said I do, and we did. We found strength to run from temptation, and though we've struggled, by God's grace, we left no alternatives but to press on, stumbling at times, knowing God forgives, and desiring that His love govern our lives and legacies. I don't know how, but somehow, by God's grace, I married a girl for whom divorce was never an option. Neither was murder. As far as I know. Honey, you wouldn't, would you? You wouldn't, would you? Subscribe to Laugh Again TV. Subscribe to Laugh Again TV.